Hello and welcome to the third and final part of this election trilogy today, with the Polish national parliamentary election. Let's jump right into it and let's start, at the last election, because an election after an election is always before an election. And let's see how it was after the last election. The last election saw the Law and Justice Party secure an absolute majority with only 37.5% of the vote and a rather big plus. The Civic Platform, now becoming the main opposition, losing 15% and to 24% and losing their governmental place. Then the new party at that point, Kukits 15, which is, they're described as a kind of populist, anti-immigration, right-wing kind of party, but they are that in all but name, in name only. Then also a new party, N, which was your liberal party, your typical liberal party like NEOS, like the FDP, like Liberal Democrats and Marsh, things like that. They secured 7.6%. They were pretty strong results for them back then. PSL, the Polish People's Party, basically also center-right kind of party, just like the Civic Platform. They have a lot of these center-right kind of parties, which also have left wings and aren't really center-right. Anyways, they are back then with big losses at only 5%, and then the German Minority Party at 0.1% with one seat. I mean, just including them, why not? These are all the parties that secured seats. They, of course, had all of them, not all of them, but some of them had smaller parties inside them, which they gave like 1 or 2 seats to as well, but those aren't really worth covering. Now, then Beate Sidio remained Prime Minister until she was removed. Pretty unexpectedly. Confidence was withdrawn, and a new Prime Minister was instituted. Now, let's see how the parties are looking at before this new election. The parties of standing are, again, there are more than these, but these are the ones that are expected to possibly gain seats. Law and Justice Party, Civic Coalition, Polish Coalition, the Left, Confederation, and the German Minority Party. What are they really? The Law and Justice Party is a right-wing, national conservative, anti-immigration, very religious kind of even party, with their leader Yaroslav Kaczynski, I hope that's right, who will then become Prime Minister, how it is looking like at least. Then the Civic Coalition, which is a coalition of multiple smaller parties, and the Civic Platform, under Grzegorz Schetina. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. I made a severe lapse in my judgment. To all Polish people, I am deeply sorry for my pronunciation of these names. Do not kill me. Then there's the Polish Coalition, which is a coalition of the PSL, as we can see here. The PSL here, the People's Party, and Kukits. They have come together to form the Polish coalition under Władysław Kostyniak-Kamysz. They are also pretty much on the center-right, just like the Civic Coalition. It's interesting how it's a right-wing party and then 2 center-right parties as the main opposition. Then we have the Left Party, which is a union of multiple smaller parties, and the new party Lewica, which was formed a few months ago, might even be a year ago now. They are representing the entirety of the Polish left here. And then we have the Confederation, which is a union of multiple far-right parties under the leadership of Janusz Korwin-Mikke. And also the left is being led by Włodzimierz Czarnecki. I want to apologize. Okay. The Left Party, just to get to them again, is your typical social democratic, rather strongly left-wing, progressive, green, even party, which is shit. And then the Confederation is a far-right, right-wing to far-right party, which is consistent of multiple parties. Korwin is, well, Yaroslav Korwin's old party, which is a strongly libertarian party, basically like the American Libertarians, but even a bit more right-wing than that, and a union with multiple fascist parties as well. Great bunch, the Confederation. And then, of course, the German Minority, which are led by a very sad-looking leader of Riska Gala, which is not a very German name. Why are you letting them lead you? God damn it. Let's look at the polls. The polls are showing that the Law and Justice Party, they've been just dominant ever since the last election. They've never really looked, only for a very short period, they've looked like here, they've looked like they were not going to be first. Like it's going to be interesting. It got a bit closer a few months ago at the start of 2019, but ever since Levica was founded, that gap has just disappeared. PiS has just been going up and up and up, and they're going to probably secure a big and solid majority. The Civic Coalition, or the Civic Coalition, because now they are that, has been kind of stagnant around, at sometimes even down to 15%, but now at around 25%, around that regions, which is surprisingly low. But maybe not that surprising, considering the new socialist, social democratic kind of union that has established itself, which is taking probably a lot of votes away from them still. PSL, they've been polling at the exact same region for the entirety of the period between the elections, and the Confederation, they've had a slight upswing recently. Now, there is a thing in Poland that if you are a coalition of multiple parties, an alliance, then you have to reach 8% to get into parliament. Whilst when you're only a normal party, you have to reach 5%. So, I'm not sure how the Confederation and PSL are treated, but I think both are treated as alliances. So both would have to obtain 8% to get into parliament. Now, let's move on to the last part of this, which is my personal prediction. What is going to happen? Now, this United Right faction on the Law and Justice Party will receive 44%, I think. Then the opposition platform, the coalition, the civic platform, whatever they are, 28% for them. I see them stronger than many polls previously projected. Levica, or the general left coalition around them, will receive 12%, I think. Bit weaker than many polls have showed them. The PSL, they will receive 6%, also a bit around the region where they are predicted to be. And I think Confederacja, Korwin, Brown, Leroy, Narodowski, they will receive around 5%. I'm not sure how they're treated, but this might be enough for them to get into parliament. Probably won't though. Anyways, this is my prediction. I hope you are informed a bit more now about the Polish election. At least I hope. If I got anything wrong, please put it in the comments. I will probably pin it, or I will just, if it's multiple comments than one, I will take the information I get from them and put an additional note down in the comments. That's something that I'm going to do from now on, because I can't get everything right and I can't always cover everything, so it would be nice if you could help out there, if you feel like it. And I hope you enjoyed, I hope you're informed, and I hope you like, subscribe, share, and do whatever else you can with the video. I don't know, print it out, hang it onto your wall, eat it, I really don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.